Okay, now the material, we will see now different kind of the store ledger. Different kind of store ledger they are using. Okay, now we'll see now beginning. We'll take one example. Beginning of the year, they have 200 units. Each unit cost is $6. Each unit cost is $6. Then next day, purchase means we are purchasing from supplier, right? Purchase 100 units, $8. Each $8, right? Each. I'll just put it here, each. Then we sell. Sale means we are issuing the raw material from store to manufacturing department, right? Sale 120 units. Purchase 150 units, $5. Sale 210 units. Again purchase 160 units, $4. Sales 70 units. Okay. Now see this one. If you look at this one, there are some things given to you. Purchase mean we are receiving goods from the supplier. Sales mean we are issuing the raw material to manufacturing department, right? From where this we are looking now in the store, right? Okay, that's why we are calling store ledger. Now in the store ledger, there are different methods to calculate the inventory cost. Okay, first we will take the FIFO, first in, first out method. What is first in, first out? Which one comes first? It goes first. Which one is coming to store first? It will go to the manufacturing department first. Okay, that is first in, first out. Okay, now with the first in, first out, how we are going to find out the calculation now? Date, received mean purchase, and issued means sales, then the finally balance. Now under this, Q means quantity, P price, V is value. How do you find the value? Quantity multiplied by P. Quantity, price, value. Here quantity, value. Because when I explained you earlier video, store ledger include two things. One is quantity as well value only, no price, right? That's why we don't take price here. Okay. Now if we take example, beginning of the year, 200 units we have. That means last year purchase quantity 200 raw material still we have remaining. Okay, that 200 is opening balance. Date is 1/1. Opening balance 200 units. 1 unit cost is how much? $6. We just put 6 here. Multiply with this 1,200. This is dollar value. Next day purchase. Okay, 2/1. Purchase how much? 100 units. The purchase means received. Under the received 100 quantity, the price is given to you how much? $8. Then we multiply 100 into 8, $800. When you purchase 100 units, your inventory will increase. Already we have 200. Now 100 we are adding now. How much it will be? 300. Then value also what happened now? Earlier 1,200. Now we are purchasing 800 more. Then total will be 2,000. Next one, sales. Sales 120 units. Here is very important point. Sales 120 units mean we are selling this 120 how? First in, first out basis. That means first of all you have to look at this one, beginning. This last year purchase, no? From here we can give this 120 units or not. First we have to think like that. If we can give 120 units, from this you can give it. Okay, first we have to look at that. We have to give or not. Okay, now 120 we have to give. That 120 we can give from this 200 not easily we can give, right? Then if we give 120, how much balance now? 80 balance. See now we have to issue 120 units next day, 3-1. That 120 we can give from first in first out. Which one come first? This 100 or 200 first? This 200, right? We can give from here 120 units. Now if we give 120 unit issued, then this 200 units out of 120, we have given 120, then how much remaining now? 80 is remaining. 80 unit is remaining. You just mark it here 80. Out of 200, we have issued 120, 80 units are remaining. Okay. Which price that we are going to issue it? Which price? Because here which price we purchase? The same price that we have to give. $6. Now 120 multiplied by 6, 720. Now what happened? If we issue this one, your inventory will go down. Here to subtract. 300 minus 120, 180. 2000 minus 720, 1280. Okay, right. Now here we have only 80, not 200 units. Clear? Okay, next we are purchasing 150 units, $5. Multiply 750. We add 150 units because we are buying, no? It will increase our inventory 150 by 150. We have to add 330 plus 750, 2030. Along with this 1280 plus 750, 2030. Now we have to sell 210 units. Okay, which one we are going to issue it? First in, first out. First in, first out basis, how much here we have? 80. Right? That means we have to issue 210, but now we have 80 here only. Can we issue this 80? Yeah, because we need 210, we have to issue 80. After finishing this one, then how much remaining we need? Okay, we'll see now. One by one. We can issue this 80 first. Price, which price? $6. Then if we issue 80, it becomes 0. Quantity 0 here. But we need to issue 210, right? Still how much we need to issue 210? Another 130 we need. Another 130 we need. Okay? 80 only issued. 130 from next purchase. After this, which one we have first? First in this one, right? From here, can we give 130? No, we have only 100. Give that 100 first. If we give 100, the price is same price, because store we are buying and giving the same price. Now, if we give 100, here nothing, 0, balance is 0. Now, 80 plus 100, 180 is given to manufacturing department. Now, how much still we need? 30 units, right? That 30 units will go from this 150. 30 units, which price? $5. Then if we give 30 units, how much remaining now? 120 is remaining. 120 is remaining. Now what we'll do? We have to multiply one by one. And after issuing, it will reduce. Okay. 80 into 6, how much? 480. 100 into 8, 800. 30 into 5, 150. 330, we issued 80 units, then 250. 250 issued 100 units, 150. 150 issued 30, 120, right? Like that we have to minus the value also. 2030, 480, 1550. This one minus 800, 750. This one minus this 150, then it will be 600. Okay, then next day, this is 5-1, let's say. Now 6-1. Purchase how much? 160 units, $4. 160 units, $4, that means $640. Then what happened now? 160 unit increases, it will be 280. Amount also increased by 640, 1240. Now we are going to issue 70 units. From where we are going to issue these 70 units? Now this one is finished. No, here also finished. Here we have 120. Can we issue 70 from here? Yes, we can issue 70 from here. Now if we issue the 70 units, which price? $5. Then how much remaining now? 50 remaining, right? 70 into 5, 350. 280 minus 70, 210. Yeah, so we mean way to minus, right? 1240, 350 way to minus, then 890. Okay. Now finally, what we'll do, this end of the year, this is called ending inventory. Ending inventory. This one is called beginning inventory. Beginning inventory. Okay. The next one, if we add all the pages, 800, 750, 640. That means 800, 1500, 2190. Okay. Right. Now we have to check our inventory 210 units. It's correct. The amount also correct or not. How we are going to check it. Okay. Now see take the balance. This one is already gone. This amount also gone. How much remaining here? 50 units, right? Okay. See quantity, value. 50 units. How much price? 5. 50 units multiply by price 5, you will get the value 250, right? The remaining we are taking. Here is remaining how much? 160. We didn't issue this one. 160 into $4, 640. Now add the quantity 210, add the amount, value is 890. If we are getting this one, right? This value, if you find it here perfectly, your answer is correct. Clear? Now this is a FIFO method that we have to use it to find out the ending inventory.